We did buy the house before we actually walked through the model home.
What's up everybody, it's Mr. and Mrs. Bradley coming to you guys with another video. I feel like it's been a while since we did one of these, but felt like this was a perfect time to sit down and do one.
It's definitely been a while, but we wanted to update you guys on everything that's been going on. So you guys have been asking a ton of questions as far as our new home and why we decided to build and why we decided to move and all that stuff. So we wanted to address those questions here, as well as give you a few tips and tricks of some things that we found helpful this second time around.
Alright, and before we get too deep into the video, you guys always know what we like to ask you to do. Go ahead and like and thumbs up this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And also don't forget to share this information along to somebody else who could use this information, alright? Alright, let's get into it.
So the first question that we have been getting a lot is why we decided to move, what's wrong with our house, why don't we like our house anymore, all of that.
Yeah, we just got this built like 2 years ago, so why are we moving?
Whatever. So we decided to move because we felt like we needed more space. As you guys know, we just had our 4th child, and so 4 kids, 6 people in the house. Whatever happened to predictability? That is a lot of rooms that you need and a lot of space. And while this house is amazing and it does offer us good storage and everything like that, we were 1 bedroom short. So we went on a search looking for different houses and ultimately decided that we needed to build.
Yeah, the space here is awesome. I love this home. For this to be my first ever home out to own. I love it. Couldn't say enough about it, but we are in agreement that we need 4 bedrooms all on the same floor, and this house just does not afford us that ability to be able to do so. Yeah,
when we moved in, we knew we wanted to have another kid, but our initial idea was to take the oldest, the 12-year-old, and move him to the basement bedroom. But the more we thought about it, the more we talked to him about it, it just didn't seem like the right time. He really doesn't want to go down there, and at the same time, I don't know how I feel, or we don't know how we feel about having him on a different floor from everyone else. So, hence we need to move.
Here we go.
So the next question that we get is why we decided to build versus buy again. And we built this time, obviously. If you guys haven't seen any of our home building vlogs, then you should definitely check them out. They're in a nice little neat playlist on this channel for you. But we built the first time, and honestly, I looked at pre-existing homes. I've been looking at homes for months. I don't think I've ever stopped looking at homes. No. I look at homes all the time.
Literally, this has nothing to do with the video. Literally, she was like, babe, look at this video.
The home has just 8 bedrooms, but can serve as a gathering place for the masses. The mansion has 25 bathrooms, 6 kitchens, and a dining room that can accommodate up to 200 people.
I'm like, oh, that's a beautiful house. She's like, yeah, it's in Atlanta. I'm like, what are you looking at houses in Atlanta for?
So yeah, I'm literally always looking at homes, and when I looked at the pre-existing homes that were on the market, 1, there really wasn't a lot of inventory, and 2, we are moving to a better school district and just like a more desirable area, I should say. So the homes are a little more expensive, and then on top of that, they seem to be older homes, and so you never know what you're going to find behind the walls. They're not updated or modernized. Some of them aren't updated or modernized.
What's the issue with this house not being energy efficient?
The insulation needs to be beefed up in the attic.
And the ones that are completely out of our budget. So building just seemed like the best option. Building is not always more expensive than buying. I honestly thought it was when we first went on a home search. Was that 3 years ago now? I didn't think we'd have the money to build or the budget to build, but it's really not more expensive than buying as long as you keep your end goal in check.
Yeah, so where we ultimately end up deciding to build our home is we're cutting about 10 to 15 minutes off of our commute. We're getting about 10 to 15 minutes closer to our parents' building. Not to mention, like she said, to get a 4-bedroom home with all 4 bedrooms on the same floor in that area would have been astronomical. So
not to mention we still have the loft area, as you guys, if you guys haven't seen the video where we took you through the model home. Okay. Oh my God. All right, y'all, let's keep going. We think we gotta put in our own backsplash.
Well, yeah, definitely. We'll have to put our own backsplash.
Down or up first?
Oh,
Make sure you click that eye right up there and it'll take you to that video. But we still get the loft area along with the 4 bedrooms. We still get our nice finished basement, and the finished basement is even more, it's larger than what we have now. We get all of the amenities plus more that we have in this house.
So anybody who watches any of our videos, any of our vlogs, anything to do with Bradley TV, I know your first question had to be like, Mark, how the hell did Cece talk you into doing this? So ultimately we came together, we had a conversation. Look, all right, this is the max amount of money I'm comfortable spending monthly on a home. That includes our mortgage payment, that includes our insurance, that includes escrow. I'm not going above this. So if this home that you're looking at is above this, I'm not doing it.
And that ultimately takes us into our first tip, which is to have your budget number in mind before you go looking for a home. So whether that be the max home price like $400,000 or whether that be the monthly payment every single month. So we ultimately decided that it was more important for us to have a monthly payment within our budget. So we set that monthly number, we sat down, we talked about it, and then we went out and searched for a home. So we had this number in mind before we even sat down with our sales rep. And in my opinion, I feel like that overall helped us because her job is to sell us. You know what I'm saying? She's a sales rep. Her job is to sell us the home. So our job is to know what we can afford and ultimately what we're able to buy.
We were actually sitting at the table with the lady selling us our home, and she was going over numbers. The overall total price actually shocked CC a little bit. Whereas me, I was kind of like, oh, okay, well, you know, that's a little bit below actually what I said my max number was, so I'm comfortable with this.
It was like not the monthly number didn't shock me because like you said, that was under what we said our max budget was, but it was the overall total price. I just wasn't expecting that to pay that for the home. So yeah, I was like, whoa, that's a little more than I thought it was gonna be. But again, it was in our budget, so we went ahead and ultimately pulled the trigger. Another thing that will drive your home price up are your different options. So when you're building a house, you have a base price. So your home will be like starting at $200,000. But that is like the bare bones.
Not in all cases. In some cases, this is the bare bones, but it's kind of the meat and the potatoes of it. It is. There's no extras, no extras.
That is the base home price. So you have to go in knowing, okay, this is the base home price. This is my budget. I want these things in my home. What are my non-negotiables? Like, what things do I have to have in this home? For us, it was finished basement.
Because I'm not moving if it don't have a finished basement. That's the only negotiable I got.
It was a finished basement. You wanted a tub too this time.
Oh, I did want a tub. That wasn't a non-negotiable, but I did want one.
So no carpet on the first floor. That was another non-negotiable. I hate carpet. Like, absolutely hate carpet.
I love carpet.
And so we went in knowing these things, and then when we got in to talk to the builder, we were like, okay, we need this in the house, this in the house, this in the house, this in the house. And then she gave us the price on those things, and then we were able to say, okay, well, we can also add this. We can also, we can take this away. Yeah, we can also add this. We can take this away. And it kind of gave us the perfect house. Now with our builder, they're not like complete custom builders, so we don't get to pick everything. It's like they have these floor plans, they have the way the house is gonna look, and you get to pick like small little custom things. I feel like it's easier than if you go straight custom for your house. It's also cheaper than if you build a straight custom house, but again, you still need to have all of these things in your mind that you know you definitely want, and then you can add on from there.
Another thing that you should do when you go into building a home is ask for a price list. You want a breakdown of everything, of how much every little thing costs, because a finished basement is 10 to 15, a third car garage is 25 to 30. So everything you add on is extra money, and you need to know, like, okay, maybe I can do this later. Maybe I definitely want this when I move in.
And that's what we did. So we asked our builder for the master selection sheet, and that's what they call it. And so this basically had every single option that we were able to pick and its price. So while we were at home, we were able to go through this master selection sheet and go, okay, we want this, we can add this, we don't have to add this because this costs a little too much. And so we were able to kind of pick and choose the things that we want, again, before we got in front of our agent. And so she couldn't like sell us on anything, you know what I mean? We already in our mind knew the prices, we knew how much it was going to be, and so we were able to make those decisions at home, and it didn't feel like such a pressured situation when we were sitting in front of her.
And not to mention, just because of the fact that you want to have that information, because you don't want to get into the process and be like, damn, why didn't I do this? Or damn, why didn't I do that?
Oh, like we did with this house.
Into the process and be like, damn, why didn't I do this? Or damn, why didn't I do that?
Oh, like we did with this house.
A couple of things. I mean, I wanted a porch. You didn't want I was looking at other homes and I was like, damn, I wonder how much it would have been like to be a porch, because I didn't want to add any more money to it.
When we built this house, he didn't even want to hear about different options. He was like, no, I don't even want to hear. I don't need to see that because I don't want to hear about it. I'm not adding another dime. And then we get to the house. He's like, how come we didn't get the option to have a porch? I'm like, we did. You didn't want to hear about it.
So you just be like, don't rattle off things. We want to go in there with a game plan, and we wanted to know when we got in front of her, we wasn't just picking things to get to that number, because we did get some incentives. So we didn't want to just be picking random things for our incentives and not having the knowledge. Because
we had that master selection sheet, we were able to see every single option that was available to us for our floor plan, and they have an attic option, and so we were like, oh, we can always use more storage, and it was pretty affordable, so we asked for information on that. I didn't even know they had an attic option, but because we got that sheet, we were able to see it, also see the cost, and then put it in our budget. So the last tip that we have, which we kind of touched on it, but you want to make sure that you find a model home, or you find a similar floor plan, or if they have a design studio, you want to make sure you are walking through the home to see the finishes that you're choosing. You want to see, if you want to see the windows, if you want to see how the doors are made, if you want to see how the floor plan is made, all of that. You want to make sure you're walking through the home so you're choosing the right finishes and floor plan for you. Do not choose it off paper, because it looks totally different on paper than the feel of the home when you walk in.
You mean like we did?
Well, yeah. We did that.
You mean like we did?
Well, yeah. We did that. But I didn't want to do it, okay? We were kind of pressured into doing it. I didn't want to do it. But so you guys will see, if you guys watched one of our last vlogs, I'll link it up here, then you would have seen us talk about how we did buy the house before we actually walked through the model home.
And just a little backstory on that. We bought a home, but really we put a certain amount of money down to lock in that we wouldn't lose the price the price that we put. Because had we gone down there and hated it, I'd have been like, y'all can just keep that money.
Oh, something is definitely wrong with this hallway.
Come on in! It's your master bedroom! Ow, my nose!
Yeah, because I guess that's the thing. The price was going up on the house the next day. We got like an introductory price for the development's brand new, so we got like an introductory price, and it was actually going up the next day. And she's like, look, I'm not trying to pressure you, but if you don't put
that's
down,
exactly what she was doing.
Yeah, it was. But if you don't pick today, then basically the price is going to go up, and the price has since went up. What?
You see?
Their open house must have went well. Well, that's probably good for us, though.
Yeah, that's really good for us. Yes. Sorry. No.
All right, y'all. So look, we're going to be having a video coming out really soon about selling our house. And there is a house directly across the street that's been on the market for like 2 months, and they just literally put up a sold sign. So we kind of had to play off of their price and everything, because they have the same like floor plan as us, but now we don't have to do that because they are sold.
But anyway, we drove, actually, as you guys will see in this video that she link up here. We took a 2-hour car ride down to Columbus. If you guys know, we live in Cleveland. Took a 2-hour drive down to Columbus, to actually walk through the home after we purchased it.
But I mean, it was so helpful still though, because it was helpful to see how things were placed, where we want to put furniture when we get in the house, and it wouldn't just be kind of walking in the house for the first time when we, you know, the house does get built. So it was still very helpful, but I would encourage you to do that beforehand, especially if you don't know the builder. Like, we know our builder, we know kind of the feel of the floor plans and the feel of the fixtures and the fixtures and the appliances and stuff like that. We know all of that because we just purchased from them 2 years ago. So if you don't know your builder, I would definitely not buy the house before you see the floor plan, because I did, if you guys remember, in February, I'll link that vlog up here as well. There was a house that they were building like up the street, and I was like, oh my god, this is like my dream home. This is the house like that I want to move into, because I saw the floor plan. Then I went to go look at it and I was like, yeah, that's not the house that I want to move into. It's not. So floor plans can look very different on paper.
Alright guys, so that's going to conclude this video. Hope you found this video very resourceful, got some great information from it. If you got any other questions or things you want to know, feel free to ask them down below. Either we'll answer them there, or maybe we'll do a follow-up video to this. Yeah, because I feel like we're leaving a lot of stuff out, but I think those are the main points about what's going on. So like you said, maybe we'll do a follow-up if you guys have more questions. Alright, well, into the next video is Mr. and Mrs. Bradley checking out. Until the next time, peace.